Okay, so if you would like to make this fantastic agreeable sheep, follow this video to see how it works. Here we go, here's one I made earlier. So you can see the mechanism inside there. We've got a cam in the middle, follower, and that pushes this linkage or lever up to the top. And when I turn the handle, the head of the sheep moves. So if I just put this down here, you can see a little bit more clearly what he does. There we go. Ask him a question, he'll always agree. That is the agreeable sheep. Okay, if you've enjoyed this project, check out Instructables. It's a fantastic website. This is where I downloaded the paper plans for making this. So there they are. I'd recommend printing them onto card rather than paper. So you can download it as a PDF. It takes 2 pieces of paper to do this. The actual design is by a chap called Rob Ives, so check out his website. Amazing, really good website, lots of automatas and crafty things that you can make at home. So if you're interested, type into Google Instructables and the agreeable sheep, and you'll find it's the first or second link. There's actually a couple of agreeable sheep, so this is version 2 that I've made here. Version 3 has some tweaks and improvements and things like that. So you can see with each photo, it takes you step by step what goes where and how to make each part. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, but this is definitely the way to go. Have a look at these instructions if you'd like to make the agreeable sheep. Okay, so now I've cut out page 1, which is basically the box and the lid and the sheep's head. This is part of the body, and this is to hold a coin. So once I've cut these out, I'm now going to spend some time folding. So wherever there's a dotted line, I'm going to gently score and then use my ruler to fold. Once I've got these bits folded, I will then have a go at assembly. Okay, so once you have cut out and assembled the box, here it is. I have used some strong glue. I have some strong glue here that I've used to glue it together quickly and for speed. And then I've used an aerosol activator here to activate the glue, so it sets very quickly. But if you're doing this at home, Pritt stick is absolutely fine. PVA glue, bit of sellotape, no problem whatsoever. But because I'm doing this quickly, just to show you how to put it together, then I've used a speedy glue. Just make sure you get permission at home before you start using any knives or glue or anything like that. I'd recommend cutting out most of this using scissors, and then any small holes like this bit here, that you actually use a knife carefully for those bits, but anything else can just be cut out with scissors. So your box, it should have some little triangles in each corner, and that's to give it some strength. So this is much stronger now, and the same at the bottom as well. There's some little, I don't know if you can see, there's some little triangle pieces there too. So the idea is build the box first and fold over those triangles so you've got a really firm base. I'm just going to wait for a minute before I put the green top on. This is what the sheep is going to get connected to, and it will sit on the top of the box here. So what I'm going to do now, I will quickly cut out all the other pieces. This is the mechanism sheet. This is second sheet number 2, and then I'll start assembling those bits. Right then, quite a few pieces now, so I just thought I'd go through and explain what each part is. So I've already assembled the box, so that's sat there ready to go. This part will sit on top of the box, and we know the sheep's head. This part here is actually going to go inside the sheep's body. So it's glued together, and then it sits inside the body here. You can see there's a little cutaway for the neck there, and it does say on the side, top front. So it's telling you which way round to put it. But it basically will live inside the sheep just here. And it's used for attaching the neck. So you can see there's like a little grey bit there. So that's going to form the hinge for our sheep's head. What else do we have? We have the actual cam shaft. So this is the four-sided piece. So it gets rolled up like this. And the fifth side is for a tab for gluing. So that's actually what goes through the body of the machine, and it forms part of the mechanism. We have a couple of washers here, paper washers, so they are going to go on the end basically of our camshaft. Then we have the cam, so this one's a bit tricky. Basically you cut out two different holes there and you fold it and glue that together, and then you cut this out, and that forms a thicker circle. And notice the hole is off to one side, so as it turns, it moves up and down. So that is what's going to move our head. So we have a linkage here. So this is a three-sided little rod, which is going to form, there we go, going to form a triangle. So that's that piece there. And what that does, that connects to our head. So here's the head. It goes through this hole here, and it goes into the box. So this is actually what's going to push our sheep's head up and down. This is the follower, so this has some weight inside it, and it's glued together like this, and basically this rubs against that cam wheel, so that rubs against the cam, and as that spins around, that pushes the follower up and down. What else? This is the handle, so this one's a funny shape. Don't forget you've got to cut these solid lines here, and this one gets folded up like this. You can see where to glue because there's these tabs just here, and because you've cut into it, this one can go 90 degrees like that, and then this is wrapped around here a few times, and that will form our handle. So once that's glued together, that'll be our handle that slots onto the end of the camshaft. And when you turn it, that will turn the cam, which will push the follower, there it is, which will push and pull the pull rod, and that will push the sheep's head up and down. So I will now try and assemble all of these parts so that you can see how it goes together. Ask him a question, he'll always agree. That is the agreeable sheep.